Mm. Oh, I'm missing my face. Boom. Even though I'm eating. Just getting everything set up, so bear with me here. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Mm-hmm. So today we're gonna be inking these things and then like flat coloring. I don't have a lot of experience inking and coloring. Or, well, coloring, yes, for painting, but inking, no. So let's isolate these to their own layers. Again, we'll drop that opacity down. We can try and get a variety there. Hey Nicholas, your videos have been a tremendous help and inspiration for me. Approaching 35 myself, I related to your video a lot. Thank you for the content. Oh, thanks. I'm glad it resonated with you. I was really happy to see all the like positive messages and everything. I think it's good for all of us too, who are just kind of unsure about the journey. Like, we're seeing how many people are a part of this. Doesn't feel like you're alone so much when you have so many people who are experiencing the same thing. Oops. I'm gonna have to click on these, huh? Okay, that's alright. Taking bites of my breakfast here. Kind of just going by instinct here, because I don't really know anything about inking. Especially inking for to add color. Hey, Kale. I'll not be able to stay for too long as exams tomorrow. It's okay. If you gotta go study for exams, don't let me keep you. I appreciate you stopping by, though. Good luck with your exams, too. Hope they go well. Hey, Abe. How's it going? Hey, 4. Your train is canceled again. Oh, I'm sorry, buddy. I guess it means you can spend more time with me. GTA 6 is coming out in 2025. I know, right? We still gotta wait so long. The trailer made it look so good, too. Classic GTA shenanigans. I don't know what cake that means. But yes, there were a lot of busty women. Nothing wrong with celebrating women. Celebrating and objectifying are different things. Oh, thick. Yeah, you're just celebrating thick women. He's a good big butt. Yeah, yeah. They literally had one woman like twerking on the top of a car. I think it's just very representative of the area, like Florida. Literally, I always remember if there's a weird story. I mean, not so much true now because we just have weird shit happening everywhere. But if there was a weird story, it was from Florida. Like crocodile eats a baby, Florida. Meth head tries to be a mall Santa, Florida. Criminal records are public in Florida. Aren't they public everywhere? You can read up on all kind of shenanigans. Yeah, I just remember anytime I hear the news and it's some crazy story, it's always Florida. You're just like, of course, of course. Fruit fly in my face. You want to know how bad the train situation is right now? Sure, go ahead. Trains have a second floor. For some reason, those top floors are all closed off. People aren't allowed to sit up there. So now everyone's packed on the bottom floor. Something happens, please remember me. That's weird. Why would they kick people off the top floor? Picture is like one of those photos of subway trains in Tokyo. Interesting. Trains in Tokyo are pretty nice. Except when they smush you in. But I didn't ever have to experience that. Oops. Really hard to control where your lines go. Deal with the toes. Yeah, that's what we're about to do, Ave. The feet are kind of like stubby fingers, you know? I'll try to deal with this one first. I should have sketched it in, but I'll be honest, I'm not an expert when it comes to toes by any means, or feet in general. So So we'll see what we can do here. Or hey, just 1619. How's it going? Yeah, as you can see, not that much of an expert with the definitely something that I haven't studied at all. Um, They're not a bad thing. Character, hi. I don't know your name. What should I call you? There's nothing that pops up. Why are characters always naked? Because I'm trying to study anatomy right now. And once I finish this, then I'll move on to learning more about clothes and design. Sorry. Duh. Yeah, kind of. For the most part. Trying to learn all the muscles underneath, so, you know, when I put clothes on top, it's not so unforgiving. And also, if there's like clothes that reveal bits of body parts, like if I have somebody in shorts, I need to know what the legs look like still. You know, I could very easily draw like, oops. I mean, you saw me draw before, but I could draw the mannequin of this person, right? And then I could put them in like a t-shirt or something and draw all sorts of lovely folds and everything, which I don't really know how to do. But I just want to know more about the anatomy, so that's why we're starting here. I wouldn't always say to typically, like, you don't have to force yourself to learn or master anatomy before you move on to clothing. Yeah, the music's loud. Can't hear myself think. There we go. You don't have to master anatomy, anything to move on to clothing. It's just that the project I chose for myself is for people to be not clothed, so that's all that is. The next project that I do, everybody will have clothes. So that's all. Anatomy is fun. There's a lot of ways to design anatomy. I'm sure clothes will be fun too, like all the little folds and intricate bits. But it would be nice to know, like, if you have a, you know, you're drawing somebody in a shirt, especially, you know, more so female outfits, but it'd be cool to have male outfits like this, but you got like a little, what is it? We're gonna make that shorter. Got a little crop top in there. And you want to be able to draw the belly button and know that you get some little side muscly action or something. See, I don't even know how to do this. Yeah, maybe that thing is a skirt there, so now you know how to draw the legs. And you're like, oh, those are beautiful legs. These are not beautiful legs. But yeah. Boop. I've drawn characters that are clothed. I don't know much about folds and everything. I know, like, the basics. X, hello, how are you? You have a very ominous name. X. It sounds like you have an evil deed. Or like the 7 evil X's. Also, whoever said anatomy is fun, what do you want me to call you? I don't know your name because nothing pops up. It's the greatest stick figure known to man. Thank you. I can delete this. Oops. Delete. No! Why? Oh, sorry. Rotating. Okay. Um, there's still certain tools in this program. I don't know. Sometimes when I hit the delete key, it rotates the canvas. So I gotta hold it until it comes back. Oh, 4. Had to check the news. Apparently, the train chaos is caused by icicles falling on the trains, and the camera's getting covered in ice and snow. That sucks, yeah. Covering the cameras is definitely gonna make things difficult. Just wanted to say I watched your video, changed the way I view my relationship with art and life in general, motivated me to be kinder and less toxic with myself, so thanks for sharing your experience with us. Thank you, X. Yeah, I mean, I don't go into all the details about it, but I definitely was like that a lot more, whereas way more toxic with myself and in this whole journey. And it was really bad because it just never gave me the appropriate tools to make it through this journey. I was just always frustrated. And it feels so much better now to be more curious and interested to learn than frustrated with my ability or lack of ability. You know, I still feel frustration and stuff too, and sometimes it's totally unrelated. Like I'm a YouTuber now, so I've got and I have normal work responsibilities. So, oops. I have other things to do, and that can sometimes get in the way of doing art. So I'm frustrated in other ways, but at least when it comes to my process, I'm much happier, and even when I'm not happy, I'm just coming at it from a healthier angle, and it makes the process so much more inviting to come back to and more enjoyable to experience. Because I love art, and your brain will make so many excuses to make you think that you don't love it, you know. But nothing can stop that drive when you see like cool. Yesterday we were talking about Final Fantasy 7, the new one coming out, and like when I see characters like Cloud and how gorgeous those graphics look, like I'm just like, oh my god, I wish I could create characters like that. And your brain, no matter how much it tries to stop you from doing hard stuff, it can't stop that pure joy of like seeing cool shit and making you want to create that same stuff too. So you know you still have those feelings when your brain does that. We celebrated our game release today. The team bought hot sauces from Hot Ones. It was fun to see everyone suffer. Was it Like one of the casino games that you were working on for? I have bought those hot sauces before. I bought them for my wife, because she likes spicy stuff. But that she immediately tried the spiciest one and was like, not that bad. So it didn't really work for me. I mean, for me, I couldn't barely get past the first one, so I can't handle spicy things. Yeah, well, X, I hope your art journey is a little bit more favorable now. If you have any questions, feel free to ask. Live stream's the best place, just because I'm the most available now, and there are so many comments on that video now. I've tried, like, I read every single new one that comes in, but it's impossible to answer all of them. It would take me ages. Just trying to fill in all this here so we have a mask of the figure. And then we can color it properly. Sorry if this part's boring, guys. Spicy foods, slept only under certain conditions are met. I can't with spicy food. Yeah, I can't either. I am not a spicy food person. I'm married into a Mexican family, so I'm always challenged to try spicy food. I like jalapenos, if they're not too crazy, but like my threshold is so low. Oop. Spot there, and we went a little over right there. Think we are good. Gucci. We're good. Okay. Trash. That layer. New layer. Bucket. Fill you up with that color. Hyperrealism. Aeropace is looking cool, thank you. Yeah, guys, welcome. Sorry, I missed a question somewhere. Is it necessary to know how to draw a hyper-realistic face before stylizing or cartooning it? No, not really. It's mainly about proportions. I would agree with 4. It's not necessary to know hyper-realism. Like, you don't have to go and render out a super realistic face, but when you first learn the face, you're going to learn realistic proportions, as 4 said. Realistic proportions, realistic types of things. Like, I mean, you can see here, because I like the anime-styled stuff, so... Oh, Jesus, that's a paint bucket tool. If you look at like a regular eye, for instance, eyes typically kind of swoop down a little bit, or a lot of it, especially Caucasian. I'm gonna still draw this eye kind of anime. Jesus, doesn't go up that high. There we go. Kind of goes like that, right? But when I draw mine, I mean, sometimes it can just be straight up like that. Anime eye, they do come down sometimes where they're up, and they come down a little. Depends on the kind of eye you're drawing, but you're gonna learn the like realistic version first, and then you can start to adjust things and change them. Same with like the structure of things. Like, we're always designing it, and then when you do something that's simple and would you say stylizing or cartooning it? Like, cartooning is just more and more design and simplification of realism. So, you know, you might have like a super realistic-y... I'm just gonna draw this real fast, so I apologize if it's not super wonderful, but you might render out like an arm and it looks super realistic and, I don't know, comic-y, like Western comic type stuff. But you could draw in every, like, I don't know, it could be all muscly, drawing little veins here. And then someone will draw a cartoon, right? And just be like, oops. And that's their something. Ignore the hand. Right, and the hand will be super simplified, but you're basically just taking this and breaking it down into something that's a lot more simplified when you make a cartoon. And the stylizing is just about the design, how you want the design to look. There's this chart of... I wonder if I can find it. 1 second. We're just about at our break, so it might be a good opportunity. My art... Nope, it's not going to be in there. Art instruction. Character design. There's basically this chart that shows you how... Got passed around all the time. Oh, is that it? Nope. Ah, here it is. There's these two things. So these are like a little character stylized meter. So, and then there's a more complicated one over here. But essentially, you're gonna start learning over here at number 10. That's how everybody learns. I mean, you might copy things from like here because you like their style and that's what you want to do. But in order to learn anatomy and stuff, typically you don't draw muscles on like like really detailed muscles on a simplified Bart Simpson or Zelda, right? You're gonna learn the muscles here, number 10, and then you're gonna figure out how to simplify those over here, you know? So you may have like a character that has really detailed chest muscles and arms, and you have things that are super detailed and nice shading and everything, and then you get over to Bart, or just a regular torso, and everything is just, you might have like a little line here to indicate that, but everything is crazy simplified. There's no this little shadow, like you might have like a basic shadow that fills in one side of a character or something, and that's it. And then when you get over here, it's just a lot more complicated. You split it into categories of whimsical to reality and exaggerated to realistic character proportions. So whimsical reality is the world that you've set up. What kind of world are you imagining? Is it based in reality, or is it more wonky? Like, can you bounce off of the ground, or will gravity kill you in the fall? And then realistic proportions is just like, is it a real human body, or are you really exaggerating? And how much do you exaggerate? And the more you exaggerate, the more wonky it is. And you can see the examples here. Like the most whimsical, exaggerated example is Nightmare Before Christmas. You know, Final Fantasy VII, we were just talking about, is somewhere with mostly realistic proportions, but a little bit of stylization, and not totally reality based, but still somewhat based in reality. So it's kind of getting somewhere in the middle. I bet you're always going to sort of start in this area. Choose color you can see. In this area, when you study, and then you're going to be figuring out how to move your work into this kind of area by simplifying everything you learned in here. And you'll study both, but again, when you study detailed anatomy and everything, you kind of have no choice, because if you want to learn how to simplify something, you have to learn the details of it first. Otherwise, when you simplify it, you won't know what you're doing. You're just simplifying because you saw it from somebody else. You don't actually understand what you're simplifying. So you need to know this. Trust me, anybody who draws super simple or does like storyboarding or something, they know the realistic stuff. They just also know how to simplify it a lot more. Oh my gosh, you guys talk a lot. I hope that answered your question, Abe. You plan on drawing in the anime art style? You mean more stylized than what I've got going on, Abe, or staying more into realism? Like a realistic stylized version, or something that's more pushed more towards anime? Let's see. Aeropace, you asked a question. Are there even any good videos on YouTube which can teach me some cool looking anatomy, just like Zephyr? You know, I'm not sure. I haven't seen too many videos on anatomy on YouTube. If somebody has an example, I mean, that'd be great to post. I do recommend TB Choi's book, because she's very similar to what I try to accomplish with my figures. And she has, she's very influenced by Eastern artists. I mean, there's Western influences in there and stuff, but a lot of it is definitely inspired by Japanese artists, Chinese, things like that. and she just shows how to. They're very good teaching drawings because it shows how the figure is interconnected. So they're just designed really well. And she has videos actually on YouTube, so you could check her out, see how she draws. GB Choi, really great. Yeah, anime does come in a gajillion styles, probably more stylized than that. Okay, yeah, so you know, I would try to find people who are who do work in that style, study like realistic anatomy, and then try to translate to what the style that you like. They make anime in 30 FPS? I don't know about that actually. I thought it was like 24 frames a second or something. Because you don't want that stuff looking too smooth, otherwise it looks weird. Oh yeah, Ryozaki's right. I like Modern Day James is really good. He's also a storyboard artist, so you can see how he simplifies things. He's definitely more in realism, but he's an awesome artist. Probably wouldn't study too much Proko if I was looking to do like anime stuff. He's heavily into realism. Again, it's not a bad thing. But yeah, Proko is all about getting the anatomy like perfect. It's a very different kind of I mean, he's trying to help you learn, so it's not a bad thing. And he does have a lot of guests that cover different styles, but he's definitely all about learning anatomy in a very realistic manner. Oh, is it really 4? I didn't know that. Anime is at 15. According to a quick Google search, anime runs at an average of 24 frames per second, with main objects animated at 8 to 12 frames per second and background objects as low as 6 to 8. And they often hide or use tricks to conceal the fact that nothing in the frame is being animated. This one says that animation at 24 frames per second is very costly and generally inefficient. Most high quality animation is 12 frames per second, depending on if it's foreground or background. Or by twos and threes. I don't know what that means. Hey, Devon. So I guess 4 is right. Like maybe movies or something, like anime movies where they really want the high quality is done with maybe some 24 frames. There's stuff there, but looks like most of it is 12 to 8. 4, what does twos and threes mean? I don't understand that. Love the work. I'll try to stay involved with your schedule. Thank you, Devon. Uh, I appreciate it. But, you know, make sure you watch your own schedule too. I don't want to get in the way of anything. Choose 60 FPS in 2 seconds. What is that? I don't understand what that means. Am I dumb? This is Ichigo, yeah. I'm doing like a Bleach project, so I've painted like Bleach characters and portraits, and now I'm trying to do figures of just the like first main cast, which is like Ichigo, Chad, um, Rukia, Orihime, and Ishida. I'm a late night dude, so it's kind of rare that I'm up before 9 a.m., but I want to start morning sketching again. It's nice to get it out of the way in the morning, I feel like, because not get it out of the way, but get it going in the morning, because you feel productive, you know, when you've done something challenging the first part of your day, and it sets you up for the rest of the day to not be lazy, I guess. um, Problem here is I don't know what I'm doing after this. I suppose I could add some sort of shadow. Ones is 60 drawings for 1 second. Twos is 60 drawings for 2 seconds. Oh, 30 drawings. So 30 frames for 2 seconds, and they just describe it as twos. Or threes, which is 30 frames for 3 seconds, or 30 drawings. I'm assuming frames is also the same thing as drawings, right? I feel like it kickstarts my creative brain in the morning. It's hard to generate ideas, but just sketching aimlessly gets me going a bit. Yeah. Okay. Thank you, Arrow and 4. Okay, I understand that now. Animation lingo before we called it frames per second. Yeah, that was confusing. I think that's deliberately confusing, but I guess if they had a different way of describing it before, then that makes sense. Do that. Dude, how ironic, I'm working on some Bleach work as well. I just finished season 2, had me inspired. Yeah, Bleach is amazing, dude. I've loved it for a long time, especially just Kubo's artwork. Here, Kurotsuchi. I really like his character, and Yorichi Shihoan. I love Yorichi. I've done a portrait of her. I think her design is really cool, and her character. With that. I'm gonna lurk through all your work to find this portrait. Be right back. Uh, did I? It might have been a while ago. Um, just a heads up. I'm pretty sure I did post it. It's just been a long time. If you look back at the old live streams, though, I've done some. Yeah, it was a long time ago, but I've been doing Bleach portraits, so. Um, Guess that's as successful I can get here. Boy, either I'm gonna be taking getting sponsored by fashion brands by wearing their socks on headphones. Yeah, are those Puma socks? Yeah, I gotta. We're supposed to be boycotting Puma. I gotta take these stupidest socks off. I have no other socks. And I'm not. I gotta get some. Or other headphones would be preferable. What was your second major shonen after DBZ? DBZ was good too. I was never like huge into DBZ, but I did like the manga for what it was because I was subscribed to Shonen Jump for a long time. It was always more of the big three: it's Naruto, Bleach, and One Piece, and now mostly Bleach and One Piece. And then I also love Bakuman. It was one of my favorites. Yeah, Four works in the industry, so he's very knowledgeable. Definitely appreciate having you here, For. Green. Yeah, that works. here with the leg. What's my username right now? One Piece, I just finished a series for them too. Loving the animation of recent. Love all the characters. I've I've actually never watched through the anime. I'm trying to very slowly, but like, and I mean very slowly. I'm like on Buggy the Clown. um, but I've read through all the manga. I'm all caught up. I don't know why I never, like, the new animation quality looks amazing. I just never got into the anime before. Definitely something that I regret now that it looks so good. Alright. I think this looks pretty good, or at least I like it. So we'll go with that. Yeah, like that. Funny, that's what it looks like without. Did I? Oh no, I did do that. Okay. Alright, so we're gonna work on the next one, which will be. I think it's down here. There it is. You. I choose you. Should take a hot minute to. I think we have about 30 minutes left, but I never took a standing break. I seem to have missed a lot of your stuff. Aeropace, I was watching a 3D modeling tutorial and saw me live streaming. First time on this channel. Glad I joined and found out about TV Choi. Oh, thanks. Are you into 3D modeling, Arrow? And TV Choi is awesome. And she has a book, which I've shown many times. This is relatively new as well. It's like, when did I get this? Couldn't have been more than like a few months ago. Kind of goes over everything very quickly, but her drawings are fantastic. Like, it shows. I'm showing this correctly. Let me see on the camera. it shows how the anatomy connects really well. So I really like it. But she also gets into clothes and hair and face shapes. You know, like I said, it's a very quick read. She doesn't really go into super detail with anything. It's just touches on everything very quickly, but they're all amazing drawings, so it's worth it in my opinion. Yeah, no problem. Yeah, kinda. You're interested in 3D. 3D was actually the thing that got me first into drawing. I was in an art class for Maya. It was like an elective in college, and it made me realize that you could learn that as a skill, which made me look at people who were drawing and painting digitally, and I was like, oh, you can actually learn this. I never really wanted to learn 3D, but it just sort of introduced me to art. Are we checking out Ave's work? Ave, what is your name? MXNK. Tumblr? You have a Tumblr. Tumblr. It led me to Amiron. Is that you? No, that can't be you. Bear in mind, I just started recently. I'm up for roasting as well. I didn't find it. Hang on, maybe I spelled it wrong. MXNK. Why did I not find it? Am I bad at Google search? um, you're gonna want to be roasted too. Yeah, Arrow, I'm not finding you by your username. I found some other Tumblrs, but I don't think it's you because they say they're other websites and it's all different usernames. I see your YouTube. That's about it. You should put your other socials in your YouTube so I can find you. All right, Davin, I'll look at yours. In the meantime, if I get a virus by going to davinmcmillan.com, I'm blaming you. Oh, dude. Your website looks amazing. You look dope. Nice green hair. Are we are you Zorro? That's awesome. You just need the three earrings. Are those gauges? Those are big. Oh, whoa. Dude, your posters are cool. What the hell? It's so crazy. You never know what to expect from people. This is awesome. I love the One Piece posters. Got that like grunge. I don't know. What is this called? This kind of style of artwork. I know there's a name for it. Or at least I've seen it before. I don't, maybe there's not a name. But it looks cool. Brutalism. Thank you. Yes. I I know graphic design too, but I'm a failure when it comes to knowing names of stuff. I know like Swedish art. Like that's about it. That was what I learned for typography and stuff. I haven't really dabbled in brutalism. All right, let's look at your illustrations. Oh, nice. Got a lot of personal work in here, which is good. And a lot of finished work. You are definitely very good at graphic design. I'm impressed. There are some things in here I don't know how to do. Um, it looks like you had a lot of fun in there too. Yeah, that was surprising. I'm a little shocked. I wasn't expecting to see that, but uh, yeah, because I don't know if you know, Devin, because I do graphic design as well. I don't really have a super portfolio of stuff. I put some stuff on Behance, but that's about it. But I love the brutalism for the One Piece posters and stuff. Those are really cool. And the liquid series below. Oh, and the stuff below that. You're really good at playing around with textures. Hi, David from Jamaica. How's it going? Oh, we lost our sound. We need new music. It's weird music. Let's go back to the flute. This guy's all right. The One Piece posters were crazy fun. Thank you, dude. And yeah, I'm a huge fan of stuff, so I check out a lot of it. Thank you. Um, Honestly, in some respects, I would say you're beyond me in the graphic design department. I like you have really good presentation, which is important. Um, I think a lot of people, one of the like least focused on things, which they do at like, um, they only really focus on it in like nice schools, which is kind of unfortunate. But they make sure that your presentation is like perfect. Whenever I went to an art center grad show, um, everything had to be presented really well. You had to get foam core, put your posters on foam core. Like, had to look good because people from the industry were coming to look at your stuff. And I always try to tell people like really good presentation design can elevate even bad artwork. You know, it can make it look good. And poor presentation can make good artwork look terrible. So presentation is such a key thing. Part of that is composition, but sometimes it's just also just knowing how to elevate something just ever so slightly. Um, why do you look so serious and scary? He's setting a mood. That's really cool though, Devin. Um, I don't know if you wanted me to talk about your artwork, but let me know. Absolutely, presentation is super important. Guiding viewers' eyes, leading them down a composition is super key. Yeah, I mean, you're a graphic designer, so you probably know better than most. Most like 2D, like the artists that draw and paint do not know that. They just assume that they can draw and paint something and be done. They don't focus on the presentation side of things. You responding to the Zoro thing? I know it was for Halloween. That's awesome. I don't think I could pull off the Zoro look. He's too cool. Alright, let's get in here. Oh, I already had created another layer. Okay. Ugh. Jesus, what's... Oh. My brush was just like freaking out. I was wondering what that was. Thank you, dude. It means a lot. Love design. I always have been a problem solver, but I do most illustration and sketches for personal growth. Nice. Yeah, I mean, I feel like I have the age-old problem where I just want to do everything. Like, uh, graphic design, illustration, sketching, inking. Now I'm starting to get into motion design for videos, so learning After Effects. You guys are gonna see some lovely After Effects in the newest video when it comes out. Uh, Take care, Arrow. Thanks a lot, everybody else. That's a nice few minutes. I will look forward. Yeah, I hope I see you again, Aeropace. Have a good one. Ice Radical. Damn, you're good. Thank you. Thank you for up till this point. My site has been transactional, less of a showcase. So I've started to create a studio for it. We'll start to personalize it more. But yeah, everything's a process. So that's cool that you're kind of building it out, though. I get caught up in everything too. I spent a week learning Blender and After Effects just to do 2 projects and drop it. I don't know why I do this to myself, bro. I feel that pain. Last night I was because I'm trying to edit my newest video. I'm already super behind, right? Like it should have been out last Saturday, but I'm trying to do this really cool thing that I saw that was a title card for the video through After Effects. And then by the time I was done with it, I was like, this doesn't really work for the video, even though it was cool and fun, but like I just wasted a couple hours that I didn't have. I mean, it's great for learning purposes, but like, God, could just get so distracted with some of this stuff. Alright, bye, Ave. I'll take a look at your stuff another time. I don't know why it didn't work. By the way, do you animate stuff, Ice? I am not really an animator. I'm probably starting to be because, like I said, I've been using After Effects this past couple weeks, trying to learn how to use it. So, I guess motion designer versus animator, but it could end up leading into some light animation. I tried an animation class in art school, and I did not have uh, the interest that just wasn't really there. I'm not sure. I'm like a part of me wishes that I did it more, I guess, but at the same time, it was a lot at the time because I'm trying to, learn how to just draw in general. Adding animation on top of it was a whole. I mean, animation's hard. But it is cool, don't get me wrong. I watch tons of anime. I think I just prefer still images. The stuff that I'm learning for After Effects is mostly to make my videos more interesting. It might be something that I would consider if I like got really good at, you know, uh, drawing and painting like still images. um, but right now, still struggle with that. No, but considering your art, you got potential to be a good animator. I mean, I definitely want to learn in the sense that um, the way that I want to learn anatomy and everything, I feel like lends itself to being a good animator. I feel like a lot of people get good enough at drawing and understanding stuff, and then they go straight into painting, right? Especially like illustrators. Um, if you ever see um, like splash artists and stuff, when they draw, it's not as good as like some of the like Japanese anime illustrators and stuff, because those guys know how to draw like crazy. Like they know every detail that they need to know to be good at stuff. And some of the splash artists, like for Western stuff and for games, they know that they can fix it through painting and like manipulation and stuff. Uh, so their drawing skills, their understanding of stuff is not as strong. It's not a bad thing. Like again, it just depends on what you're trying to do. But I want to be able to draw something and then paint on it, but the drawing was so good. Like for real, every Japanese guy is just good at everything. One of my favorite. I don't really play the game anymore because it got kind of boring. But my favorite, I basically collect all of the artwork from it. That is a game called Alchemy Stars. I'm trying to see if I've got like an example. Okay, so there's. I have so many pieces of concept art from this. I'm looking for specifically one that's like, um, you can see that was drawn and then painted. My favorite artists are like that, essentially. Arucelli, Nightzang, Ray. Uh, well, here's an example. There's one, and then there's the painted version. So, like, pop out of that for a sec. So you can see the middle girl. Like, you know that they know anatomy and everything's really well hand drawn. But then they can also like paint and do things well too. This is a more stylized version um, of a painting, but it's still detailed. Like whoever did this, they wanted to do a splash illustration, it would look just as good as like a Riot splash illustration. But the difference is, before they did this, it was probably perfectly drawn. Like this is just a sketch, so they usually do like a line art layer that's like kind of perfect-y or more perfect looking, and I'm sure it looked fantastic. But this is the best example I can find of a before and after. And it's so good. So that's why I'm inking right now, because I'm trying to learn how to like make those final lines and not suck at it, because I don't do this very often, or I've barely ever done it. There's probably a better way to say that. What am I drawing on? This is Paint Tools Sai, and I'm drawing on a Wacom tablet. It's not a screen tablet, it's just one of the um, the Wacom Intuos Medium tablets. His artwork's good. Do you know if he has any mangas or anything? You would have to find who does the artwork for each individual character in Alchemy Stars. They're all designed super well. But I've only found like a handful of them on Weibo. I just realized you've been streaming for a long time. What have you been drawing? We just drew, or we just inked another Ichigo pose. I can bring it up. Just give me one sec. Or if you don't mind, we'll bring it up at the end. We're gonna be finishing here shortly. I don't think we have enough time to finish this one. Ichigo's got some riz there, thanks. Doing the best I can with these phones. Hey, Jakio. We're almost done for the day. I'm sorry. I hope you're doing well. Or did your train come, if you're still here? Work's been keeping me busy. It's alright. I mean, it's work. It's what it's supposed to do, unfortunately. I'm gonna do something real quick. I'll leave this sub. Check you later. Here, let me ice just so you can see what we did before, because you asked. It was this. But I will see you later. Have a good one. Oh, 4, I was asking you if you got your train home. Alright, I think we're gonna leave this one here. We are out of time. Ichigo's really going all out, thanks. Alright, talk to you later, man. Have a good one. Guess what the temperatures here's at the moment. 10 degrees. That would be really cold. But I wouldn't doubt it, to be honest. 80? You crazy? It's winter. I knew it was gonna be minus. I had a feeling. I had a feeling. 75 in LA, bro. It is not. I'm in the Bay Area. I'm moving back to the LA area actually, but it's always warmer in the LA area. It's partially why we're moving back. But yeah, I think it's like 60 or 50. Oh no, I lied, it's 70. How cold is it today? It was raining this morning. It's 57. Cool. Oh boy. Let me get the convert. Oh yeah, because Celsius to Fahrenheit. Maybe I was right when I said 20 minus 17. Nope, just kidding. It's 1.4 degrees Fahrenheit. Yeah, that would be warm. You're in the Bay, dude. Nice. I was in San Jose before. Oh, nice. I moved up here last year, but you know, because rent prices came down because a lot of people were leaving, and so we thought we'd try it out. But then when we got here, like the cost of living was just crazy high. It cost like $10 just to go over the bridge for a hike. Like, I feel like I'm being nickeled and dimed to death. You know, I can't stand it anymore. I'm already like I work, you know, part-time to make sure I get all this done, and I don't have like a whole lot of money, so it's just living out here is insane. It basically took all of my money. Yeah, minus 17 is 1.4. Yeah, I saw that. I had warm clothes, but the air is so dry, my hands are like husks. You need a good hand lotion. I always tell my mom not to, because sometimes she'll wash dishes with like with the dish soap. And I tell her not to do that because it dries out your hands so hard, and then you know, as you get older, your skin is not what it used to be, so she'll get like cracks in her hand that will just open up and bleed. I'm like, oh my god, I don't want that to happen to me. I always wear gloves when I'm washing dishes. Yeah, it's ridiculous. LA is ridiculous too. I'm in Hollywood. We're over it. Moving further out this year. Yeah, no, definitely moving to a cheaper area of the LA area. Yeah, four is in Sweden. And Sweden gets cold and dark. In the winter, the sun doesn't like come around very often. But then on the opposite side in the summer, like it doesn't really set. So it's a very interesting time in Sweden. Um, but it is beautiful. It has really nice parts to it as well. At least, you know, it wasn't crazy expensive too. It was definitely a lot more reasonable prices. I don't know if it's the same but the cost of living wasn't too bad in Sweden. The darkness sucks, but if there's snow, it's at least very pretty. That's true. Alright guys, I'm gonna sign off. I got a lot of stuff to do. But thank you for joining. We'll be back tomorrow. Tomorrow's just gonna be another chill stream. Last week we played Inscription. I honestly don't know what we're gonna play tomorrow. I could do Inscription again, but it'd be fun to do something else. We talked about Final Fantasy, maybe we can do something like that. You haven't seen snow in a year. I lived in Japan for a year. I really don't like snow. Ah, dude, I'm jealous. I visited Japan, but living there for a year would be awesome. And thank you for. Alright, you guys all have a good day. I'll see you potentially tomorrow. Can't make it tomorrow, Devin. That's okay. We'll be back Saturday and then, you know, every week after that. Thanks for the stream. No problem, Jakio. I'll see you later, Ryozaki. Everybody have an awesome day. Catch you all later. Bye-bye. Take care, for.